The debate over transgender bathroom policies in schools showed up on the University of Pennsylvania campus last year. There was controversy really regarding this female swimmer, transgender female swimmer, Leah Thomas, who won the NCAA swimming championship. And of course, the controversy was over whether or not she had an advantage having been born male. One of Thomas's teammates spoke to NewsNation's Rich McHugh at the time about locker room concerns.
Is it a source of discomfort that she is in the locker room with you and others on the team?
Yeah, it's definitely uncomfortable, and it's something that's been expressed to our coach and other members of the athletic department, and we were just basically told to suck it up and, to deal with it.
And NewsNation investigative correspondent Rich McHugh is with me live right now. I know you've been reporting on all of this for quite some time. Does the ruling in Florida set precedent for other schools across the country?
Well, good morning. It certainly does in Florida and Alabama, and I believe in Arkansas, and it most likely will, because this ups the chances that the Supreme Court is going to have to take this on, Adrienne. It looks like it certainly will.
Drew Adams, lawyer, again, Drew, the student in question who sued the school district. But then, of course, that decision was appealed, and that's why we're talking about it, says that the ruling punishes students for gender nonconformity. But clearly, was the federal court actually kind of looking at this from the impact of what students would be witnessing or what would be a privacy concern for students?
I read a little bit of the opinion. I think what this is basically taking on is the issue of gender identity versus the gender at which you're born. And the justices in the majority here argued that this does not violate the privacy rights of this person, Drew Adams, their ruling, and that the 1972 provisions with the Title IX do not apply to the gender at which you're born. It's really complex, so I'm trying my best to explain this, but this is why this is likely going to head to the Supreme Court, because it's really kind of cutting to the heart of the matter, which is what people are fighting about all across the country, which is gender identity.
But I think that it doesn't have to be complicated if it's in terms of discrimination versus non-discrimination. So did the ruling find that for the school there was a bathroom appointed to this student, that they could use a gender-neutral bathroom, and so there was no discrimination?
There was correct. There was a gender-neutral bathroom, and the rulings, the school board had said Drew either has to use the gender-neutral bathroom or a single-sex stall in the women's bathroom. The court agrees and basically says that the school was not acting against his rights.
Okay. This ruling comes, and again, Drew, born female, identifying as male. But let's talk a little bit about gender-affirming care, which you've been dealing with and reporting on, those who want to transition from their birth gender. One doctor you spoke to saying the industry has gone off the rails. Let's listen.
I am very concerned about what's happening in the field, and I don't think that we're providing good care.
Okay, so that was just a really short snippet of the conversation you had. But if some doctors are concerned about care for minors, could this actually raise some red flags across the board for the medical industry and also for schools and parents?
I absolutely think we're starting to see a little bit of a change in the conversation, Adrienne, around this. Some of these prominent doctors, one of whom you just heard from, Dr. Laura Edwards-Leeper, she was the first child psychologist at the first gender clinic here in the States. And she's saying, look, we support gender affirming care for minors, but we have to rethink the way we're thinking about this as a country. And I think we're going to start to see this conversation changing in schools and what schools are actually teaching. There's a lot of parents, obviously, that are upset with what is being taught and what is, the schools are saying, well, the medical community, we're leaning on the medical community, and they're telling us what is right or wrong. And a lot of people inside the medical community are now challenging that. So I think it's going to open up this entire debate and reframe the conversation on what is acceptable to be taught in schools.